As humans, we have been conditioned to find the nighttime scary, as our ancestors would have had to find shelter or ward off predators. There is a saying that nothing good happens at night or after midnight. In folklore, the witching hour or devil's hour is a time of night associated with supernatural events which is considered to be between 3 and 6 AM. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the scariest videos made outside at nighttime. Number 5. Croatian Stalking. On the 4th of October 2005, a videotape was allegedly found in Croatia. The video, which was filmed at night, shows two teenagers hanging around outside before going to a friend's house. While filming, the cameraman gets a shot of the scenery and the surrounding people. In the darkness, a silhouette of a person can be seen. The teenagers then point out the mysterious figure. As the figure becomes visible, it can be seen that the person has a sack over their head concealing their identity. It then appears that the person starts to stalk the teens. They continue to flee as a person makes it closer to their personal space.
Mislim da je pijan ili nešto.
Ok, mislim da idemo. Ajmo mi odavde.
Fuck, ti mu vidio facu, snima ga, snima ga.
Pa naravno da sam vidio facu, vidio sam.
Nisam skužio, čekaj, kaj je bilo?
The teenagers can be seen running away as a stalker continues to chase them. The video was allegedly released by the Croatian police after it was discovered in 2005. The stalker in the video was supposedly never identified. As for stalking laws in Croatia, stalking is known as intrusive behavior. It is applied to whoever consistently and over time follows or watches another person or establishes or tries to establish with them unwanted contact or in some other way tries to scare them. With this scare, it may cause anxiety or fear for their safety or the safety of those close to them. The penalty for intrusive behavior in Croatia varies. For example, much like in the video, if it is a random person stalking someone else or a group, then the stalker will be in prison for a year. With the imprisonment, the stalker must undergo mandatory psychiatric treatment. In Croatia, if the stalking is committed against a current or former spouse, common law spouse, same-sex partner, person with whom the perpetrator was in an intimate relationship or had a child with, then the stalker will be punished with a 3-year sentence. As for the video, the stalker was allegedly never found and it was claimed that the teenagers went missing. As the video has never been confirmed to be authentic, many people believe it is fake. If you watch the entire video, as it contains a lot of editing and jump cuts, it does come off as being a type of performance. Whether the video is real or fake, it is still a creepy video filmed in the darkness of night. Number 4. Police Dashcam. This next video was made at 3 in the morning by a police officer in the American state of Arizona. On the 27th of June 2015, Officer Malik was on a nighttime patrol when he came across a bizarre encounter. While driving on a routine nighttime patrol, the officer traveled off-road when he came across a woman standing in the middle of the road. The female is standing in the middle of a dirt road at 3:40 AM. She has her arms crossed with her head down and a fire lit at her feet. The woman puts her hands out, extending them sideways. She then lifts up her head, but her face cannot be seen. It seems to be illuminated instead. After her face is exposed, the video soon comes to an end. Many people believe maybe the woman was carrying out some type of witchcraft. A witch is a female practitioner of witchcraft. Witchcraft is a practice of magical skills and abilities. Some of the skills and abilities include conjuring, necromancy, spell learning, and much more. It is unaware as to how many witches are in Arizona, however, they had their own witch trials in the 1970s. The Flowing Wells Witch Trial was a series of events that took place in Tucson, Arizona from 1969 to 1971. In late 1969, a person from the University of Arizona was invited to speak to students at Flowing Wells High School in northern Tucson, Arizona. The person was an expert on folklore and witchcraft. They described the physical traits of a witch to the students. These included blonde hair, a widow's peak, green or blue eyes, and a pointed left ear. Students then noticed a teacher called Ann Stewart who matched the description. The students brought it to her attention and she responded with, "What do you think?" After this, rumors spread around the school that the teacher was a witch. Students began speculating Stewart was a witch after she dressed as a witch for a presentation about folklore given at a local middle school. Stewart was suspended from her position on November 27, 1970. The reason for her suspension was teaching about witchcraft, having stated that she was a witch in a way that affected students psychologically. Reports of the suspension made international news, which prompted neighbours and former friends to avoid Stewart. She also started receiving threatening letters which read, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." Locals in the area began to look at her differently and other school boards refused to hire her. In 1971, she went to court about being falsely accused as being a witch. A final hearing on the suspension was scheduled by the board on March 22, 1971. During the hearing, the board officially decided not to renew Stewart's contract for the upcoming school year. She never returned to working as a teacher and she lost her job and her reputation was damaged. This is one infamous case of witchcraft in Arizona. About 1.5 million Americans openly announced themselves as following the Wicca religion. As for the amount in Arizona, it is unknown. As for the video, some believe the Arizona officer caught some type of witchcraft ceremony taking place as it was captured during the witching hour of 3 AM. Some claim toward the end of the video, the woman can be seen levitating off the ground. Number 3. Phoenix Lights. This video was filmed at 10 PM on March 13th, 1997 in Phoenix, Arizona. The video showed stationary white lights appearing in sequence in the skies of Phoenix. The commentary of the cameraman can be seen growing in concern as more and more lights start to appear.
There's a third one. Hey, Sue? All right, you tell me what it is.
This sighting was a secondary sighting event which took place on March 13th, 1997. The Phoenix Lights incidents were a series of widely sighting unidentified flying objects seen in the skies of the United States of Arizona, Nevada, and the Mexican state of Sonora. Thousands of people witnessed two events. The first was a gigantic boomerang-shaped UFO which moved silently in the skies. The first report of a sighting came in at about 7:55 PM. A man reported seeing a V-shaped object moving above Henderson, Nevada. It was described as a V-shaped object with 6 lights on its leading edge. The next report came in 20 minutes later at 8:15 PM. It was from a police officer in Paulding, Arizona, who also reported seeing the lights in the sky. Not but 2 minutes later at 8:17 PM, a third sighting was reported from Prescott Valley of 5 yellow or white lights in a V formation moving slowly in the sky. After this, reports kept coming in, all describing a V-shaped craft object in the sky. The last report of this object was made at 8:45 PM. As for recordings made of this first craft, there is believed to be only one. Fox television station KSAZ-TV reported that a man called Richard Curtis caught the craft on tape. Richard Curtis filmed the object in the night sky as it passed over Phoenix. Television station KSAZ-TV got in touch with Richard Curtis to get a copy of the footage. He claimed after he filmed the craft, he phoned City Councilwoman Frances Emma Barwood to give her a copy. During the phone call, she told him information on where to send the tapes. He claimed shortly after this he was visited by 2 men dressed in black suits with black hats and sunglasses. They asked him if he had tapes for Councilwoman Barwood, and he said, "Yeah, they're laying right here." They then said, "We've stopped by to pick him up," so he said great and handed over the tapes. He got in contact with Councilwoman Barwood, who told him that she hadn't sent anyone to his home and that he didn't give her his address. Richard Curtis never saw the tapes again. They were the only videos which had a shot of the first craft. From 10 PM until 10:45 PM there was a second incident. These were a secondary set of stationary lights seen above the skies of Phoenix. The United States Air Force identified the second group of lights as flares dropped by A-10 Warhawk aircraft that were on training exercises at the Barry Goldwater Range in southwest Arizona. There has been much speculation as to what happened on the night of March 13th, 1997. Some have put the event down to an alien nature, while others believe it may have been the military. V-shaped or boomerang UFOs have been being reported as early as 1951. The first recorded sighting of a boomerang UFO was a Lubbock Lights incident on the 25th of August, 1951. Several lights in a V-shaped formation were repeatedly spotted flying over the city of Lubbock, Texas. Witnesses included professors from Texas Tech University, and the object was photographed by a Texas Tech student. The descriptions matches that of the Phoenix Lights craft. Other than aliens being the cause, there is another idea that the craft sighting was of top secret technology of the US military. William Cooper was a former officer for naval intelligence in the United States. He later became an author and documentary filmmaker. In 1989, he made a documentary called Project Red Light. For the documentary, he traveled to top secret base Area 51 in Nevada, Las Vegas. He went to the base at nighttime to see if he could catch secret test flights on camera. For the days he spent documenting, he caught many different displays of secret craft technology. One he caught on tape was what he believed was responsible for the boomerang UFO sightings. The craft maneuvered into a V-shape above his head, silently moving through the night sky. Whatever the V-shaped craft was which passed over the night skies in Phoenix in 1997 must have startled the thousands of people who witnessed it.
I'm sitting over here saying to myself, I got the camera. Oh, now that one went out to the to the left.
To the east.
To the east. The time is about 10 o'clock, Sue?
Yes.
10 o'clock, March 13th, Thursday night.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Look at that.
Number 2. Jhin Sighting. This next video was made in Rahat, Palestine. It was recorded at 3:15 AM. The video comes from the security camera of a local business. The video shows which looks like a dark figure crawling on all fours. There has been speculation as to the identity of the figure. Some claim it is simply a drunk person, while others claim it is an animal. The title of the video is called Real Jhin Caught on Camera. It's believed the figure in the video is a paranormal entity known as Jhin. Jhin is an Arabic name given to a supposed supernatural entity of Islamic belief. The word has been westernized as genies. The Jinn in Islamic belief has been described as being smokeless fire. They are believed to be interdimensional entities which exist in a subspace between the third and fourth dimension. In Islamic belief, a black magician can conjure the Jinn to get them to work for them. The Jinn are believed to be able to be used by black magicians for many different purposes. These include wrecking the lives of people who the Jinn are set on and also supplying certain information to the black magicians. The Jinn are said to be able to appear to a person as their greatest fears and appear with smoke-like ethereal trails emanating off them. Now, as for the creature seen in the video, people have come to believe this is what is known as a Jhin. The Jhin is another supernatural creature in Islamic belief. It's believed the Jhin roamed the earth with the Jinn before humans came to exist. It was claimed to be a negative cycle in time adding to the evolution of Earth. The Jhin have been described as creatures which may resemble dogs which appear to be black and move on all fours. The Jhin have been related to the phenomena of black dogs. Black dogs are the description of a sighting which appear to be a nocturnal apparition of what resembles a black dog. However, this is far from what they are. The black dog phenomena are reports of demonic beings which appear at night which look similar to black dogs. When comparing the reports to the footage, it seems to add up. As for the video, it was filmed in Rahat, Palestine. In Palestine, people hire black magicians to conjure Jinn for looting purposes. For years, well-organized groups of looters would work with black magicians to conjure Jinns. The black magicians would allow the Jinn to possess them, then provide information on the locations where treasure is buried. A significant number of looters have relied on this method in the past. In the Middle East, they take the Jinn very seriously. In 2009, the government of Saudi Arabia launched an anti-witchcraft unit. Its aims were to educate the public about witchcraft and its spells, and along with this, locate and put a stop to active witches in the country. In Saudi Arabia, witchcraft is punishable by death. They take witchcraft very seriously as they believe the Jinn are real and can cause damage when conjured. So whether it is a Jinn or Jhin sighting, or something entirely unexplainable, it would still be quite creepy seeing it at 3 in the morning. Number 1. Oregon's creatures. In July of 2011, 2 different people from Oregon, United States caught on tape the exact same creature. On July 14th, 2011, someone heard strange sounds coming from the forest near their house in Oregon. They decided once night came, they would venture out into the forest to find out what was making the bizarre sounds. When they went into the forest, they soon found the source. They came across a figure which was laying on the floor who turned to look at them. The figure appeared to have glowing eyes. Once the man saw the figure, he quickly gets away from it.
I'm recording with night vision right now. I've been hearing the sounds in the back of my woods quite a bit. The heck is that? Oh my god!
The video was uploaded onto YouTube with the title Alien Videotaped in Oregon Forest. While making a recent video, I found another case of this exact same creature being spotted. Exactly 2 weeks later, on July 28, 2011, a different person from Oregon made a video titled Alien Creature in Oregon Sewer Tunnel. The person claimed over the summer of 2011 he kept hearing strange sounds coming from the sewer near his home. As the noises continued to happen, the person wanted to try and make contact with what he believed was a creature in the sewer. He took a night vision camera with him as he decided to go exploring at night, plus it would have been dark in the sewer. While exploring, he made his way towards the direction the noises were coming from. He soon came across a source. He came across what appears to be a pale white, hairless creature with glowing eyes. He is laying on the sewer floor and contorts his body to look at the cameraman. Once the cameraman catches a glimpse of the creature, he quickly flees from the scene.
Hello? Hello? I don't want to hurt you. 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 I just...
If you compare both the videos, which were made just 2 weeks apart in the same state of Oregon, it seems that both people captured the same creature on tape. They both believe that the creature was an alien. The creature looks similar to reports of what have become known as the Rake creature. The Rake creature sightings began in 2003. In 2003, reports from rural New York and Idaho sparked brief interest in the local media. These were several reports of sightings of a creature in the forests across northern United States. The reports described the same creature. pale white, hairless, with long limbs, having glowing eyes. This picture came from 2010 and is believed to have captured the rate creature on tape at 1:44 AM in the forest. The picture resembles the same creature seen in the videos. Alleged alien contactee Simon Parks from the UK claimed these are sightings of the Jhin entities in a natural state before taking shape to appear and deceive people. Wherever it was caught on tape, it would have been terrifying coming across it in a forest during the dead of night. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to press the bell button so you can get all the future notifications for when this channel uploads. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.